The rain is falling. The fans are soaked. But here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Baltimore Ravens. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Mike 40, Mike 40. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. 40's Mike.
Now Goff on first down. That's complete to Smith. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pick up on first down. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
That's how we do, baby.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Out of the gun, Goff. And that's caught by Smith. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Lift!
From the shotgun with Smith. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
54. All right, T, let's start. All right, T.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Justin Matabike showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4.
3rd and 13.
And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. From the gun, here's Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Okay, break. Watch 55. Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
On play action, they'll throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively, because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10.
Check Mike 40. Check Mike 40. Cut. Mike 40. Mike 40. 4 now. Check the tight end. Check the tight. Check the tight.
A 1st down carry for Smith. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
49, check 49, check 49. Shell. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Watch twist. Merlin.
Mike's 5-4.
To throw is gone. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Cameron Jordan in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point.
Mike 5. Hey, get in the weight room. Mike.
3rd and long. It's Goff. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
4th down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Watch the pass. Here we go.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Mike 54. I'm coming for you. You mine.
And this one is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Hey, we got tight left, tight left. Alert, alert. 3 down, 3 down.
Cougar 19.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Going deep downfield for Ross. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. John Ross, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good.
Ravens 7, Vikings 3.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's Goff. It's caught on the right side at Smith. He'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Get your swerve on. 54. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Quick toss by Goff is complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 12.
Mike's 5-4.
Let's go, defense. Our time. This is our time. Jam him. Jam. Maverick. Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go. Watch edge. Twos. Super one.
Gone. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
The Vikings on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12.
You must be getting tired of...
Hold on. Check.
To the air again. Goff. Looking deep downfield. Into a double team. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard
Crunch
line.
time, defense.
Buffalo 18.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Going. Oh, wide open. Complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. John Ross, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score. Ravens 14, Vikings 3.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point seeding.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio,
54, right there,
that answer is 1.
54.
And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5, brings up second and 5 at the 22-yard line.
Here's second and 5 now from the 22.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Mike 5.
Hey, here we go.
Back to throw, Goff. Yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown, Ravens.
He tried to get something going there with a little toss behind the line of scrimmage. Unsuccessful.
How about the athleticism of the coverage, though? Being able to dance with him coming out of the backfield. That's not easily done. But not only did he dance, took it, wheeled, and went the other way. Ended up with 6 points for his team.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Osborne elects not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Here's Goff. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 44. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments or the backup.
Oh, you got to feel it, baby.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Mike 55. Hey, eat. Army. Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Watch 54.
60 by 60.
They will run the draw with Jacobs. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 14-yard line.
14-yard line, 2nd and 11.
Let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. 55.
Mustang 19.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Oh, yeah, that's the score on you. That's
14 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good. So good, he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Here we go. Check 24. Check 24.
Shift. Watch the shift.
Now Ito Smith. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
I know you feel
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Right there. All day, baby.
And looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9.
Watch the twist.
5's the Mike. Five's the mic.
I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
Hey, kill.
Ball, defense.
Gone. He's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. That third down conversion good for 23.
And a Vikings first down.
We go tonight. 180.
We own them.
Tighten up.
Ric Flair. From the 50, it's gone. And now here is another interception.
Gonna be a big one. I told y'all.
He's picked off at his own 46. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
I see you over there.
That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half.
To kick off for Baltimore.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this carries into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
At the 18-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Check pass.
Goff now looks to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
Now it's gone. Smith catches left side. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Mike, 120. DC.
I got you. You're all mine.
Cordell.
Baby, you go get this.
Goff on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. Goff throwing again. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch the curl.
Mike 5.
Mike 5.
Here we go, defense.
Again, Goff. The throw taken in by Cole. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Now this will make it into the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half. See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs.
That's it, baby.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
Record. 95's Mike. Watch 95. I'm coming.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Danielle Hunter, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. The Ravens send their punter out now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fielded at about the 28. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Mike,
Mike 20.
He's coming. He's coming. It's coming this way. Coming this way. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Hey, go on, Mike 40, Mike 40.
Nice.
Maverick.
Now a first down throw. Goff. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 19 yards that time for number 19.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Right there.
180.
Yeah, right there. 54 Mike.
Check pass.
54. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Ravens 22-yard line.
Tonight, Mike 20.
Mike's 5-4.
I'm coming. Hey, kill.
Woo! Hey, watch it.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff, complete. Jefferson the target. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
180.
Mike 54.
Dula.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll try and run forward with Smith. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Now 4th down.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
54. We go. 76. Check 76. Watch 54.
They go ahead and snap it. Goff. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
We go tonight. 180.
Mike's 5-4. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Shift, shift. Shift.
Smith trying to run for it. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Mike's 54.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff on the move to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Keelan Cole, the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. 76. Tell him. 76. Stop. Let's go. 76.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
Here we go, here we go.
Now gone. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down at the 2. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Justin Tucker to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. And now here is another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown, baby, yeah.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands, and, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yo, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Keelan Cole, the intended target, and it's third down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
We ain't begin.
On 3rd down, Smith. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They have to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Once again, it's Jacobs, and they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
It's our time, guys. It's our time. Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4".
Right here, right here.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Baltimore Raven. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Mike 54.
Push him back.
Running is Jacobs. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're heading towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna...
Jacobs now. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The 20. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. They'll run it with Jacobs, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and As great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
We got this.
Osborne on the return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
All right.
Check Mike 40.
Come on now. Wait, 20. Turbo set.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
I'm on.
Mike's 40. Mike's 40. Here we go, D. Defense. Set.
And they will take a knee here. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Britton Colquitt now, standing just about on his own goal line. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is caught, and the fake will work. He's going to have a 1st down.
Let's do it.
What a play. It's a 1st down as they get 19 yards on the fake punt.
Okay, that was a fake punt, and it was successful. Throwing the football. I know you threw the football in your past off of a fake.
Yeah, but unsuccessful back in my high school days. Old Tim Jones dropped it, hit him right in the numbers. But I'll tell you what, these guys, they love this opportunity, don't they? A chance to get involved.
They certainly do, and many of them were quarterbacks or big-time players when they were in high school and college. So to get back doing what they did before, always fun.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Mike 54. Hey, keep it.
They'll try and run some cover here as they keep it on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. Making the stop there, Daniil Hunter. Defensively, they know the situation. They stacked the line. Heck, that was a goal line set right there.
And it's the right play for them, exactly what they have to do. They want to take away every gap, every crack, and make sure no one can get through. Here's the deal, though. You've worked on offense all year long about these types of defensive fronts. If they can penetrate it at all, your runner has a chance to go a long way behind.
It could be a house call. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
Here's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. You add in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take it into it?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone,
And now here is another interception. He's picked off at his own 46, and that will write a finish to this ball game.
Here we go. Bring it, baby. Bring it. All day, baby. All day.
Tonight's final score,
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Ravens, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.